there is a body of mass m1 is resting on a surface. There is a pulley. Over the pulley another body is suspended, that is m2. Here the condition is m2 is greater than m1. Moreover, m2 is greater than a1 as a frictionless surface. The acceleration of the system will be downwards and acceleration system towards right. Here let us see that what is the tension which is acting in the spring, at the same time how much acceleration the system possesses, the two body system attains. Let us see. It is m2g is acting down, tension is acting up over here, the m1g is acting down and normal reaction is acting up. So these two will be equal as n is equal to m1g. The net force in the vertical direction is 0, as there is only tension is pulling the body of mass m1 with an acceleration a. That we have to find out. Now we will go with the help of the free body diagram system. Let us write free body diagram for m1. Free body diagram is very important for solving the connected bodies, as we know. Here, as you are writing the free body diagram, that is, the body should be taken on the surface, the tension T is acting, here the opposite to the tension 0 force is acting, no force is acting opposite to that one. So net force acting on the system is T only. Hence, we can write the T is equal to, it is m1, T is equal to m1 into A. Here m1 is the mass of the system, mass of the body, A is acceleration. This is, let us take equation 1. Let us write the equation for free body diagram for m2. For free body diagram m2, as the body is in vertical, tension is acting up and m2g is acting down, tension is acting up. m2g is a weight acting down, tension is acting up, resultantly acceleration is acting downward, as we discuss. Now let us write the expression for what is the tension, right? So expression for the resultant force. So here resultant is, as m2g is greater than tension, fine, m2g is greater than tension. So here m2g minus T should be equal to what? m2a, obviously. Tension is acting up, m2g is, as m2g is greater than the tension which is acting up in the string, then the resultant is m2g minus T is equal to m2a. Fine, let us take this equation 2. As by solving these two equation, that means substitute the T value in the equation 2, will obtain, we can get the acceleration. Let us see that. So second equation is m2g minus T is equal to m2a. Fine. So but actually T is what? T is equal to m1a. So m2g minus m1a should be equal to m2a. Here m2g equal to m1 plus m2 into a. As I am sending towards the right side, then I am taking common. We are taking the acceleration common, then a is equal to m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. It is an acceleration of the system. This acceleration possessed by the both bodies is same as like m2 by m1 plus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. It is acceleration of the system for these two connected bodies. Now let us write the tension, how much tension is acting on the cable. So T is equal to, from the equation 1, we know that from the equation 1, from the equation 1, T is equal to m1a as we derived here, is it? Then T is equal to m1, a is how much? A is equal to m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Finally, you will get like T is equal to m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is an expression for what? Tension in the cable. So, we have to, numericals also we have to solve in the same manner. You can shortcut method, you can remember the A is equal to m2 by m1 plus m2 and T is equal to m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 directly, or else the numerical is given, we have to direct method or by equation method also we can approach. Let us see an example. See, in the same concept, let us take an example problem. So, let us take a body of mass 2 kg and it is connected, and body of mass 3 kg. We want to find out, the question is here, find acceleration and tension in the string. This is a question. Acceleration and tension in the string. Let us see that tension is T is acting here, tension T as M2 here, 3 mg is acting down, 3 kg means 3 kgs into 3 into g is acting here. Now let us see direct in free body diagram base, free body diagram for mass 2 kg. So, T is equal to 2 into A. Actually, 2 is a 2 kg mass, A is the acceleration with which it is moving, let us assume. Next, free body diagram for mass 3 kg. So, 3 kg is 3g is acting down, T is acting up, is equal to 3 into A, as just before we wrote the equations. So, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Just substitute 3g minus T is equal to 2 into A is equal to 3 into A. 3g is equal to 2A plus 3A. So, 3g is acting down, tension is acting up. So, 3g minus 2A is equal to 3A. 3g is equal to 2A plus 3A. Here 3g equal to 2 plus 3 into A, that is equal to 5A. So, acceleration A is equal to 3g by 5. As acceleration A is equal to 3g by 5, we got 3g by 5 meter per second square. Here let us take A is equal to 3 into g is 10 by 5, 5 ones, 5 twos. A should be equal to 3 into 2, that is 6 meter per second square. It is acceleration of the system. So, method 2, m2 into g by m1 plus m2. A is equal to m2 is 3 into g is 10 by m1 plus m2 is 2 plus 3, that is equal to A is equal to 3 into 10 by 6, 3 into 10 by 5, 5 ones, 5 twos. This is also 6 meter per second square. Or you can use the direct formula or equation method. Any method we can use. It is a shortcut to find out the acceleration. It is the equation method. This is a shortcut method. So, next tension also similar way, T is equal to m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g is the expression Fine. So here t is equal to m1 is 2 into 3 into g is 10 by 2 plus 3. T is equal to, that is 6 into 10 by 5, 5 ones, 5 twos, T is equal to 12 newtons of force is acting here. So tension in this way we can find out, or equation method also. Substitute the A value over here, also you can get the tension. Now let us take another model of connected bodies. One body on inclined plane, the other body on vertical plane. It is making an angle theta, assume. There is a pulley over here. Over the pulley, an object is suspended here. It is mass m1, assume this is m2. Here m2g is acting down, tension is acting up. Tension is along the inclined plane upwards, and here g is resolving into component. It is mg, this is theta, it is mg cos theta. Obviously this is mg sin theta. Along the inclined plane, towards the floor, that is mg sin theta. Away from the upward direction, tension will be act. Here for free body, we need to check one thing before doing a problem. So we have to check mg sin theta and mg, which is greater. For example, mg sin theta is greater, that time the acceleration will be down and here acceleration will be up. Condition is mg sin theta is greater than m2g, m1g sin theta is greater than m2g. The acceleration will be along the inclined plane downward direction, and m2 will be move upwards. If it is m2g is greater than m1g sin theta, at time obviously m2g is more, the acceleration will be down, then here acceleration will be up. So such a manner, the respective free body diagrams we are supposed to start. Now let us see. Let us take an example here. The second one is m2g is greater than m1g sin theta. Let us assume. So in that case, how to solve the question with the help of the free body diagram? Let us see. Here free body diagram for the m2g, let us write. So m2g is greater than t. Here m2g minus t is equal to m2a. This is equation 1. Free body diagram of first m2 body, mass m2, that is m2g, tension t. Resultantly acceleration down. Next we will write the free body diagram for the second one, that is free body diagram for m1. Here m1g sin theta, this is tension. The resultant is moving upwards along the inclined plane, so that what you can write, t minus m1g sin theta should be equal to m1a. As m1g sin theta is acting down, t is acting up, the resultant one must be what? T minus m1g sin theta is m1a. So here we need this is equation 2. Substituting by solving the equation 1 and 2, we can get the acceleration value. Here adding equation 1 and 2, what happens? Let us see. What is the equation 1? m2g minus t is equal to m2a. T minus m1g sin theta is equal to m1a. By adding these two, minus t plus t get cancelled, that is m2 minus m1, m2g minus m1g sin theta is equal to m1 plus m2 into a. Finally, a is equal to m2g minus m1g sin theta by m1 plus m2. You can take like a is equal to m2 minus m1 sin theta into g by m1 plus m2. We can take an expression for the acceleration as a is equal to m2 minus m1 sin theta by m1 plus m2 into g. Acceleration of the system. Now we can find out simultaneously, we can find out the tension by substituting the acceleration value in the either equation 1 or equation 2. We can obtain the tension in the string. Example, find the acceleration of the system. Here 30 degrees, there is a body of mass 2 kg, string, it is passing through pulley. This is let us take 3 kg. Here m2 into g sin theta is acting down, sin 30 is acting here as 30 degrees here, tension T is acting out, here 3 into g is acting down, tension is acting up. So now let us see that actually here T minus, just now we got the direct explanation, a is equal to m2 minus m1 sin theta by m1 plus m2 into g. So direct method is m2 is 3 minus m1 is 2 into sin 30, sin 30 is 1 by 2 by 2 plus 3 into 10. Here a is equal to 3 minus 2 into 1 by 2 into 10, as you are taking the g is 10 meter per second square. So a is equal to 3 minus 1 in by 5, here 5 ones 5 2s, a equal to 3 minus 2 will be get cancelled 1 into 2, that is equal 2 into 2, 4 meter per second square. Here acceleration is, as why we are choosing this expression, because 2 into g, 2 is g is 10 into sin 30 is 1 by 2, that is there is 2g sin theta value we are finding, that is 5 2s are 10 newtons, but wherever the 3g, 3 into g is 10, that is 30 newtons, right, 30 newtons is greater than 10 newtons, so that is the reason we are choosing the direct expression for a is equal to m2 minus m1 sin theta by m1 plus m2 into g. Now the next model of connected body, if it is two bodies are passing over through a pulley, here it is m1, it is m2, fine. Here theta 1 and theta 2. Here theta 2 is greater than theta 1, assume. So that time tension will be act of here m1g sin theta here m2g sin theta, because weight is splitting into components. Here also weight is splitting into components. So it is obviously mg cos theta, mg sin theta, that is a normal, m1g sin theta 1, m2g sin theta 2. m2g sin theta 2 is acting down. Here condition is given, m2 is greater than m1 first condition, theta 2 is greater than theta 1 for the second condition. By using those two conditions, I am deriving the expression for the acceleration and tension of the system. Free body diagram for m1. Let us write first free body diagram for m1. Here m1 is, as we taking the conditions, m2 is greater than m1, theta 2 is greater than theta 1, m2g sin theta is greater than m1g sin theta. Then acceleration of the system is in this direction. Here acceleration system is down. So now free body diagram for M1, let us see. For M1 the body is here, only tension is acting up, and M1g sin theta 1 is acting here. The resultant acceleration is up. So now the free body diagram equation can be written, can be right here, t minus m1g sin theta should be equal to m1a. There is an expression for the, based on the free body diagram, expression for the m1. It is an expression 1, is it theta 1. Next, free body diagram for m2. That is diagram we can take, it is m2g sin theta, it is t, m2g sin theta 2. Now the expression is, obviously the acceleration is downwards along the inclined plane. So now the resultant is m2g sin theta 2 must minus t must be equal to m2a. This is an expression, equation 2. Solving these two equations, t will be get cancelled, will get an expression for a. So let us see, adding equation 1 and 2, t1 minus m1 g sin theta 1 equal to m1a, and t2 m2g sin theta 2 minus, sorry, it is t1 t, t2 also t, t is equal to m1 m2a. Here tt, by adding these two, t will be get cancelled, m2 sin theta 2 minus m1 sin theta 1 into g equal to m1 plus m2 into a. As you are adding, it is a plus, this is a minus, they will be get cancelled. m2g sin theta is here, m2g sin theta, m2 sin theta, g I am taking common, m1 sin theta 1, m1 sin theta 1. For both of them g is common, that we are taking the common. Then m1 plus m2, here we are adding, these two equations we are adding, so m1 plus m2 common is a. So then a is equal to m2 sin theta 2 minus m1 sin theta 1 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is expression for acceleration of the system. By substituting this acceleration, any one of the equations in the similar way as the previous models, we can obtain tension in the string. Another model is in connected bodies, the very important model is, so far what we discussed is without friction. If friction is involving in the motion of the bodies, how the equation will be, little bit changes will be there in the equations, that let us see how to calculate. So the first simple concept is, here there is a body, you are applying force F, frictional force is acting opposed to the applied force. So F net should be equal to what? Applied force minus frictional force. Mass of the body is, as you are taking m, acceleration is, obviously the condition is applied force must be greater than frictional force, that is a condition for motion of a body. If the applied force is less than the frictional force, body doesn't move. If it is moving, means there might be a resultant force. Resultant, how it will be? As applied force is greater than frictional force, then the resultant, that is nothing but net force. The net force is causes acceleration ma, F minus F. Here ma is equal to F minus mu into mg, because F, as you know, mg. Acceleration a is equal to F minus mu into mg by m. It is a simple form of acceleration of the single body, but same thing we have to apply for the connected body. How to apply in the case of the connected body, in friction related connected bodies, let us see. Next model, let us take, there is a body of mass m and it is connected. If the friction is here m1, it is m2, as condition is m2 is greater than m1, frictional force is acting here, tension is acting here, tension is acting upwards, and m2g is acting down. As you know, m1g and normal reaction will be get cancelled, the effective force in the vertical direction is 0. Only horizontal direction the force will be, because m1g and normal direction both are equal. The vertical direction resultant force is 0. Only the horizontal direction resultant force will be exist. The condition for the another condition we need to check before doing the problem, that is frictional force should be less than the m2g. First thing, frictional force or m2g should be greater than frictional force. m2g is the weight of the second block, should be greater than frictional force. Example, if you take a duster, if you apply the force, it is not moving. It doesn't mean that as I am not applying force, I am applying force, but duster is not moving. What might be the reason? I am applying the force, నేను దీని మీద బలం అప్లై చేస్తున్నాను, కానీ ఇది మూవ్ కావట్లేదు, కదలట్లేదు. రీజన్ ఏంటంటే దానికి కావలసినంత ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ కావలసినంత బలాన్ని నేను అప్లై చేయట్లేను. బలం పెంచుతూ వెళ్తున్నాను, ఒక పర్టికులర్ దగ్గర కదులుతూ ఉంది. అంటే అర్థం ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ కంటే ఎక్కువ బలాన్ని ప్రయోగించినప్పుడు బాడీ చలనంలోకి వస్తుంది. సో అట్లానే ఇక్కడ కూడా అప్లైడ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద m2g weight of the second body should be greater than the frictional force, then only it will be move. Just if you assume that it is a 10 kg block, 1 kg block, ఇది ఒక 10 కిలోల భారం ఉన్నది అనుకుందాం, ఇది 1 kg అనుకుందాం. ఆ సందర్భంలో ఫ్రిక్షన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు అది కదలడానికి ఆస్కారం లేదు. ఎందువలనంటే దీనికి ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ని ఓవర్కమ్ చేస్తూ బలం యాక్ట్ కావాలా. సో హియర్ that condition have to check, m2g is greater, should be greater than f, then only it is possible. Now let us take the free body diagram for m1. What is the free body diagram for m1? Let us see. Tension, obviously we are taking the condition is this thing, acceleration is towards right, acceleration is down, as the resultant one is tension minus frictional force should be equal to m1a. This is equation 1 for first body. Free body diagram is nothing but just break it and observe it, that is nothing but free body diagram. If you break here, how many number of forces are acting, that you check it. By breaking the string, here tension is acting in this direction, normal direction acting up, m1g frictional force, these two anyway cancel, rest of what, t and f only. T is greater than f, obviously it will be moving in this direction. Easily we can write resultant force in this way. The free body diagram for m2. m2 is here, m2g and t, resultant is acceleration is down, m2g minus t is equal to m2a. Here m2g, this is in equation 2, because m2g is greater than t, the resultant is m2g minus t should be equal to m2a, right. Now solving these two equations, let us see. First equation is t1 minus f equal to m1a, and the second equation is m2g minus t is equal to m2a. Adding these two equations, here t and t will be get cancelled, then m2g minus f should be equal to m1 plus m2 into a. Here m2g minus f should be equal to m1 plus m2 into a, as m2g minus frictional force is mu into m1g should be equal to m1 plus m2 into a. A should be equal to m2 minus mu m1 into g by m1 plus m2. This is an expression for acceleration of the system. Here only one shortcut method we have to follow for finding the acceleration of the system, any system, that is like net unbalanced force by total mass is nothing but acceleration always. Here also let us see what we are writing over here, m2g minus f, m2g minus f is m2g is acting down, f is acting in this direction, net balanced force is how much, downward force minus upward force, motion opposing force. Then what you can take, m2g minus f should be equal to m1 plus, then we can write here straight away a is equal to m2g minus f by m1 plus m2 in m1 plus m2. It is a very simple method for solving the equation. Instead of writing all these equations also, the shortcut way we can go, such kind of problems we can solve very clearly. Here weight minus frictional force, weight is acting down, frictional force is acting back. In the before model, just before what we discussed, that frictional force is not there, only m2g by m1 plus m2 into g we got. Now frictional force is there, the net unbalanced force will come. What exactly net unbalanced force? Downward force minus upward force. Upward force means here motion opposing force is a frictional force, that we have to subtract, then acceleration will be obtained. Obviously f you know that as mu into m1g, by substituting here the same thing will be obtained. So m2g minus mu into m1g by m1 plus m2. See one step here, instead of deriving the free body diagram also, directly from here directly we can obtain m2g minus frictional force by m1 plus m2. From there, by substituting the f frictional force value over here, then we can get as same value like m2 minus mu m1 into g by m1 plus m2 only. The same thing will be obtained. Right? The apparent weight, it is also important model for the competitive exam. So how weight of the body changes as it is frame of reference is changing. Like in a stationary frame of reference, the weight of the body is constant. As accelerating frame of reference, the weight of the body will be changes. How it will be changes? Let us take in the case of lift. Apparent weight of a body in lift, let us see. In case of the lift, when lift is at rest, the weight of the body is constant. Let us assume the first case, when lift moves up, as the lift is moving up, the weight of the body is mg is acting here, normal reaction. As the left is moving up, okay, the acceleration is upward direction. Then normal reaction must be greater than mg, then only the lift will be move up. So n minus mg should be equal to ma. So n should be equal to ma plus mg, that is n is equal to m into g plus a, where n is equal to m into g plus a. It is a normal reaction. How much normal reaction is there, that much weight the body possesses. Fine. So here n is equal to, as going up, while going up it is g plus a. Second case is when lift mg is acting down, normal reaction up, the body is moving downward, then obviously the condition is mg should be greater than normal reaction. The resultant is mg minus n is equal to ma. The acceleration with which the body is moving downwards is a. So n should be equal to m into g minus a, as you are sending here m into g minus a. So the apparent weight comparatively, lift is moving up and lift is moving down, the weight is increasing here and weight is decreasing, because mg is a weight. In addition to that part, ma weight is increasing. Here mg is the actual weight, m into m minus a, m into a, weight is decreasing here. So as the lift is moving down, less weight can be, we can find apparent weight, and while moving up, apparent weight will be more than the normal weight, like g plus a, and while coming down g minus a. Let us see an example problem based on the apparent weight of a person in the lift. The question is, apparent weight of a man inside a lift moving up with certain acceleration is 900 newtons. When the lift is coming down with the same acceleration, the apparent weight is found to be 300 newtons. The mass of the man is how much? That is the question. Again I am repeating, the apparent weight of a man inside a lift moving up with a certain acceleration is 900 newtons. When the lift is coming down with the same acceleration, the apparent weight is found to be 300 Newton. Then mass of the man is how much? What might be the mass of the man? That is a question. Let us see. It is a weight while lift is moving up, that W is equal to M into G plus A. That is W1 is given 900, M into G plus A. That is equation 1. As the lift is moving up, obviously we know that expression. When lift is moving down, W2 is equal to M into G minus A, as just now we derived. So W2 is 300 into M into G minus A. This is equation 2. So equation 1 by equation 2 implies, so 900 by 300 is equal to, M will be get cancelled, M into G minus, it is G plus A and M into G minus A. Here mass get cancelled, here 0 0 get cancelled, 3 3's, 3 equal to G plus A by G minus A. We are taking the ratio of the first equation and second equation, we got an expression, we will get an expression for value of acceleration. 3 into G minus A should be equal to G plus A. 3G minus 3A should be equal to G plus A. Right. 3G minus G is equal to 4A. Here I am sending G here, 3G minus G is equal to 4A. 3A plus A is 4A. So now 2G is equal to 4A. Here 2 1's, 2 2's, G by 2 is equal to A. Now we got acceleration of the system, acceleration of the what is the lift. Now we can go for the either equation 1 or 2, so that we can find out the mass. So M equal to, here 900 equal to M we do not know, but G is G will take, and plus A is G by 2 we got. Just we are substituting in the respective equation the value of A. So then 900 is equal to M into 3G by 2. Here 900 is equal to into 2 by 3 into G equal to M. Just M we are placing here, 3G I am sending, and 2 here, 2 into 900. Next 900 into 2, here we can cancel 3 3's, 300 into 600 by G is 10 is equal to M. Then 10 0 get cancelled, M is equal to 60 kg. So the weight of the person is 60 kg. See, the number of variables are there, the two variables are here, mass and acceleration. So when two variables are given, by writing the two equations differently, by solving we can eliminate and we can obtain the required parameter. So this is a method to find out the weight of the person in a lift, and based on that one mass of the person can be calculated. Then the second question, same based on the lift. When lift is, the question is, when an empty lift is moving down with an acceleration G by 4, the tension in the cable is 900 newtons. When the lift is moving up with an acceleration G by 3, then the tension in the cable is, the question is here lift is moving down first, the tension in the cable of the lift, as lift itself possesses some weight. So the cable of the lift will be attain some tension. The tension when it is moving down is given, that is T is equal to 900 newtons, 9000 newtons. When the lift is moving up with acceleration, at this stage A is equal to G by 4. As the lift is moving down, the acceleration is G by 4. the respective tension in the cable is 9000 newtons. The question is here, when the lift is moving up, tension is how much? It is an acceleration is g by 3. That is the question. As acceleration while moving up is g by 3, tension is how much in the cable. So now what have to do? Before that, mass can be determined by writing the two equations. Similarly, we can write here as first case, tension T is equal to m into g minus a when the lift is moving down. Here T is given 9000, m we don't know, here g is g only, but a is we know g by 4. Here 9000 equal to m into 4g minus g by 4. So 9000 equal to m into 3g by 4. Here finally, so 9000 by 3 is equal to mg by 4. 3 3 is 9, 3000. So mg by 4 value we got as 3000. mg by 4, 3000 newtons we have. Now let us see that our ultimate aim is in this problem to how to find out the tension in the cable when the lift is moving up. When lift is moving up, tension T dash, let us assume as T dash equal to m into g plus a. The thing is here, m we don't know, here only g we know, but we want T dash. So how to find? Let us see, T dash equal to mg plus a is nothing but g by 3. So 3g plus g by 3, that is 4g by 3. Here mass as it is mass, so 4 mg or 4 mg by 3 is equal to T dash. Now the thing is here, we know mg by 4, here T dash is equal to 4 mg by 3. How to calculate? We have to substitute the mg value in equation, second T dash equation, then we can obtain the T dash value. Here mg equal to 3000 into 4, mg should be equal to 12,000. This 12,000 T dash equal to 12,000 should be substituted in place of mg, that is 4 into mg is 12,000 by 3. 3 ones, 3 4s are 12, so it is a 4,000. T dash is equal to 16,000 newtons. Obviously, when the cable is moving down, the tension is 9,000 newtons. When the lift is moving up, it will be more than that. The tension will be more. As lift is moving up, it will be g plus times of acceleration. And when moving up, moving down, g minus, while moving up, g plus. That is the reason more tension we can find in the cable of the lift while moving up. Let us say another model in the Newton laws of motion. In the given arrangement for the system to remain in the equilibrium, the angle should be, the angle theta should be in between them how much? That is the question. We need to find out. It is a theta, angle made by the, it is a theta, this is also theta. What might be the theta? For that the system will be remains in equilibrium. Let us find out. For what angle it will be equilibrium? Here, as the pulley, these two pulleys are frictionless, this root 2m is attached here, m and m. Whereas root 2m is act here, tension T, tension will be T will be act upward direction T cos theta for the T. Here also, this is also T is acting because of the right side m weight, this is also T cos theta. Fine. So totally weight should be equilibrium, means at this point the downward weight should be equal to upward, then only it will be equilibrium. So then we can take as T cos theta plus T cos theta is 2T cos theta should be equal to downward force root 2 into mg. Here T is equal to, T is isor of the force. For free body diagram, tension T, just before we see, here tension T is acting up, mg is acting down. So as you are taking the free body diagram condition, tension should be equal to, for equilibrium condition, tension should be equal to, it is not a moving body, it is a rest body. In the rest body condition, tension should be equal to mg. So T should be equal to mg here. By substituting 2 into mg should be into cos theta should be equal to root 2 into mg. Here mg should be cancelled. So cos theta is equal to root 2 by 2. Cos theta is equal to root 2 by 2 is rationalizing is 1 by root 2. Theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2, that is 45 degrees. For the 45 degrees angle, the upward weight and downward weight must be equal, then the total system will be in equilibrium. So this question is given in mains 2001. So other models, let us see in Newton laws of motion, that is, let us take a spring balance. Here it is a conceptual question. They may ask in the competitive exam sometime conceptual questions also. So there is a spring balance. Another spring balance is attached here. The weight of here also spring balance, it is calibrated here, it is also calibrated here. The mass is 20 kg weight. So the question is here, the reading of the spring balance A and spring balance B. Absolutely, it is a just concept based question. So generally, spring balance here, it is calibrated with scale. This is also some calibration is there. So, but attached body is only 20 kg. So what is the reading of A and reading of B? That is the question. The options are, reading A is 20 kg, option B, second is reading A and B both are 20 kg, third is A plus B is 20 kg. I mean reading of A plus reading of B gives 20 kg, and fourth one is A plus B gives 40 kg. So which is the correct one? The option is A is equal to 20. A is showing the 20 kg, A and B both are showing 20 kg individually. A plus B, together they are showing the 20 kg, and A plus B they are showing the 40 kg. So which option is correct? That is the question. Basically we have to see how much weight is the answer. We have to go like, here it is suspended from a rigid support, but the weight is attached to the 20 kg to the B, the lower end of the B. As the spring is because of 20 kg, the total reading must be only spring balance and weight. Both the spring balances are the weightless things, so the attached weight is 20 only. Either of the spring balance experiences by a weight of 20 kg only. That is the reason each and every spring balance, both of the spring balances, they show only 20 kg. Either A or B, both of them they show only 20 kg weight. Neither A or nor B is not the correct answer. Both the shows the correct reading as 20 kg. So that we have to understand. Important question. Let us take a rod of length L. Rod of length L. Here the question is, what is the tension acting at x distance from the force applied end? The question is very simple. Here so far we discussed about the connected bodies. One body is connected to other body as the force is applied. What is the contact force? What is the resultant acceleration? Those things we discussed. But now when the force is applied at one end, I mean to say at a x distance from the force end, it means force applied end. At the x distance, what might be the tension acting on the rest of the portion of the block? So let us see. So the thing is here, splitting method. Even one body, we have to split like two bodies for our convenience. So let us see how to do. Here the body is L minus x, obviously because this is x. As you are taking this is x, the rest of is L minus x. The applied force is F. The general process is T. As you are taking the T, the common tension in between them, then it will be easy. Now one concept we have to take, that is nothing but linear density concept. What is the here mass m1 is not given, m2 is not given. So let us take it is m1, this is m2. But how much mass is there? It is not given. So total mass is linear density small m. Linear density, let's take as small m, is capital M by total mass by total length. You want to find out the m1 is equal to x into linear density. Mass of this portion is nothing but linear density into distance gives mass. So x into m is nothing but capital M by L. Total mass by total length is linear density. Now similarly, m2 can be written as m2 is equal to linear density into ante small m into, that is L minus x. But small m is capital M by L into L minus x. Now what we found? We found the individual masses from where the force is needed. From there we consider as the two bodies from the reference that point. Two bodies we consider, there we are taking the tension T. Now two bodies masses we know, then we can find out the tension T by using the free body diagram. So and acceleration of the system is total mass by, here total force by total mass is a concept. Net unbalanced force by total mass is a very important concept. Same, total force is m, total mass is m. Acceleration, Newton's second law, simple. If you A is equal to F by m, F equal to ma, in that way. So A is equal to F by m. Now the condition is we want to find out the T. How to find out T? Let's see. T is equal to free body diagram of the second body is, your applied tension is T, it is m2, acceleration is A. Now the T is equal to free body diagram, there is no other force in the back opposite to the applied force. So that here m2 into A, here T is equal to m2, how much we got? So m by L into L minus x, m by L into L minus x into A, acceleration is F by m. Here m get cancelled, T is equal to L minus x by L into F, T equal to 1 minus x by L into F. The tension acting at the free end. If the values are given, easily we can substitute. In place of 2 centimeter, at 2 centimeter what might be the tension? That time we are supposed to, total length is given 5, at 2 centimeters you want. Total length is 5, 2 by 5, 1 minus 2 by 5, we will give that like T is equal to 1 minus 2 by 5. Assume that as total L is equal to 5, x equal to 2 that time. So into F, T is equal to 3 by 5 F. Like that we have to solve. It is a shortcut method to find out. If you remember the formula, you can solve the question, or else we can go in the general process of equation solving and free body diagram method, or else this is a shortcut formula for the numerical. It is very important for the competition.